Y'all mad about this man like a white girl. What y'all mad about? I wanna know. Goddamn it, I'm finna get to you. Hey, y'all swear y'all bullying a bitch. Boy, listen here. I fight for real. Y'all ain't talking about shit. My cousin said what he said 11 years ago. Why y'all bitches find the time to go down somebody's timeline? Goddamn. And the only bitches that mad is the black middle bitches. That's what's wrong with y'all black folks now. Y'all always telling somebody business. All because of a fucking hit white dog before a black. I see why. All right, baby, love you too. I see why. Hell, white dog fuck when you black.
Telvin Osborn once said he'd rather sleep with a dog.
Say it with your chest.
Welcome to the Chesley Major channel, Chesley Major Media. I'm your host, Chesley Major, and we about to get into it in a major way. Let's go. I had to start this one off with Telvin Osborn's Sambo-ass cousin, so you can get an idea where the chicanery comes from. It's in their blood. But thanks for joining me today at Chesley Major Media. Do me a solid before we get started. Smash up the likes, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Today I got some clips and an update about Telvin Osborn, the young man taken out by his woman after coming home from the club around 4:35 a.m. They got into a heated argument. She said she had been cleaning her gun at the time, and it accidentally went off. Hanna Cobb had been initially charged with manslaughter in this case, but there's a big update. But I'm not going to hold you. We're going to dive straight into it. Let's go.
It was a case that sparked outrage. A young father shot and killed in his own home, and the woman who admitted to pulling the trigger, his girlfriend. But she wasn't charged with murder. In fact, initially, she wasn't charged at all. Now we have a final update. Hanna Cobb, the Georgia woman at the center of the investigation, will not face any criminal charges for killing 30-year-old Telvin Osborn. So what changed? And what are police telling the community? You're watching Law and Crime. I'm Kennedy Walker, and I'll walk you through the details. Telvin Osborn and Hanna Cobb were in a relationship. The couple shared a home in Waynesboro, Georgia, where they were raising 2 young children together. But it would be inside that same home where Telvin's life came to a violent end. The 30-year-old father was shot and killed earlier this year on February 23rd. Police say the shooter was his girlfriend, Hanna Cobb. At first, Cobb told police the shooting was an accident. In a 911 call obtained by WAGT, Cobb can be heard telling the dispatcher she was checking the chamber of her gun when it accidentally went off. She claimed the weapon jammed and she pulled the trigger by mistake. But despite Cobb's claims, the Burke County Sheriff said Telvin's death was not classified as accidental and added that the pair had been drinking that night. Sheriff Williams also said there had been an altercation right before the shooting, one that escalated quickly. Eventually, Cobb was arrested, charged with involuntary manslaughter, but the decision not to charge her with murder sparked immediate backlash. Critics pointed to the changing narrative around whether the shooting was truly accidental and also raised questions about race, as Telvin was black and Cobb is white. In a March hearing, court records began to shed light on the couple's history. Cobb's family described the relationship as chaotic and abusive. New details came to light in the weeks after the shooting, including ring camera footage that showed Cobb telling Osborn to leave the home. According to court records obtained by Where Is the Buzz, Cobb told investigators that Telvin left, but came back and threatened her with a knife. Telvin reportedly texted Cobb, "You better hide." Investigators say Cobb called Telvin's mother, trying to de-escalate the situation, but things only got worse. Cobb claims Telvin forced his way inside and she ran into the bathroom. She told investigators he kicked in the door, and that's when she fired a single shot. The case was eventually presented to a grand jury, but the panel declined to indict, meaning Hanna Cobb will not face any criminal charges for Telvin Osborn's death.
And I know ain't nobody looking at us for no sympathy. Where's that dog?
So there you have it. All charges dropped. dismissed. Hanna Cobb will not be charged in the unaliving of her baby's father, Telvin Osborn. He was taken out by the woman that he gave so much praise to, his Becky girlfriend. Yeah, the W girl, the palm-colored woman. She's the one that took him out, not a black woman. Even though Telvin Osborn had a lot of smoke for black women. It's pretty obvious he's been hurt by black women, so he decided to cross the fence. Now look, love who you love. I'm just saying, these are the repercussions and consequences that come with getting with the other side. You get murked, and then they go home while you're in your grave. Yeah, that pretty much happens a lot. All they got to do is say self-defense, because everything that they do is done in the name of self-defense. Let them tell it. But in Waynesboro, they was talking about it might be some kind of rally or riots, but I don't think no one's going out for Telvin Osborn. Not after all the cooning he was doing and all the nonsense he was talking about black women. People are pretty much like, it is what it is. He asked for this, and he got what he asked for, pretty much. But it is an unfortunate situation because Telvin Osborn had 2 kids from this woman. So really, in the end, at the end of the day, the kids will suffer through this all. And these little girls will be considered as black women. They will be treated as such. The irony. That's something to think about. And now his daughters will go on life without a father. That's going to be tough for them. And Becky, she gets to walk free after taking his life. Another black man taken out by his palm-colored woman. All I got to say is, love who you want to love. White, black, Hispanic, whatever have you, yellow, brown. But you don't got to down your own kind just to show the other side that you got more love for them than your own. Because at the end of the day, they look at you as a traitor. They don't have love for you like that. Once they see that you're willing to trade on your own kind, they know deep down inside, you're just another raccoon. Another Sambo willing to step and fetch it, shucking and jiving, acting like a clown, trying to be down. Just ask Christian Obumseli and all those alike. But don't take my word for it, because bought experience is the worst experience you could get, because sometimes you got to pay with your life. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Peace.